Oh, this is a good question.
That's another excuse you use to go on a vacation.
It's an Amy takeover. Friday.
You're supposed to do laundry this weekend. It's not been touched.
And so I took a pregnancy test. We like to eat.
Disney tolerant.
Ooh, don't offend our friends.
WrestleMania.
WrestleMania. Andrea, do you cuss or do you say bad words?
Hey friends, and welcome back to the channel. If you are new here, my name is Andrea, Busy Mom of the Magic, and welcome to a day in the life. Today is actually Mother's Day, and so we're doing all the Mother's Day things today, but also on our way to my parents' house because they live in the country and it's going to be a little drive. We're going to do a little Q&A family edition. So excited that you all are here. Before we jump in, make sure to like and subscribe, and let's get going.
The other day, one of my friends got me her order for her coffee, and I'm kind of now addicted to it, and I don't really know what the point of cold foam is, and I don't really understand why it's $1.25, but I got the brown sugar cold foam on top, and at the end of this you'll catch me licking the entire top of the lid because it's so good. But if you wanted to know my order, I am a new comer to Starbucks because typically I'm like, I don't want Starbucks. I think that's disgusting. If I want some coffee and milk, I'll just drink milk with a little bit of sugary syrup. But my friend gave me her order. She walked me through the entire Starbucks app because I'm a Joffrey's lover, and that's pretty much all that I'll do because it's a part of the experience at Disney World. That's rules. But anyway, Grande, excuse me, I'm very new. Grande vanilla sweet cream cold brew, maybe? Brown sugar cold foam with 2 brown sugar syrup pumps, I'm assuming. That's it. And it's a win. And it's really, really yummy. And now I'm addicted. And then one of my coworkers also got me a $10 gift card the other day. And so then I logged in the Starbucks app and I had like an extra $30 in there from, I don't know when I loaded $30 to my Starbucks account. So then I had $40. So now this is basically free because of girl math. But anyway, let's get into this Q&A. Cheers.
So welcome to your first Q&A on Busy Mom and the Magic channel. This is Busy Dad and the Magic. Let's write in the comments. Do you think that are we voting for him to change his Instagram handle, which he never posts on? He never puts anything. The only way that his caption is the way his caption is because I got on his phone and I changed his caption. I think it says something like husband, dad, and fishing. I think that was accurately for me. If you all wanted a little backstory about our family and how we came together, Tyler and I went to high school together. This is not even on the Q&A, I don't think. Tyler and I went to high school together. So I've known him since I was 14. Is that math? And then he graduated with my brother. I graduated with his brother. Small town, y'all. We also went to college together. I was running around the campus. That's when I was really, really in shape. I was running around the campus, and we hadn't hung out in a really, really long time. And we ran into each other, and I was dating another guy, and then that shortly ended, and we started hanging out together. I had a joint banking account with my parents, and they would buy us pizza a lot at my apartment, and then we fell in love. I made him be in a relationship with me on Facebook. He told me to take down the status on Facebook. I said no, and then I met his family like a week later. So that's what happened with that. Anything additional that you want to add? That's rated PG.
I was gonna say no.
No, he's keeping it family friendly. Also, how we got engaged was I said, hey, if you win this fishing tournament, if you win first place, then you have to propose. And he was like, ha ha ha, that's funny, sure. Why not? And he won. So then he had to propose to me. He told me he was not going to propose at Disney World. He did propose at Disney World, and then we got married, and then the rest is history. So yeah, we've known each other for how many years? 20 years? Is that math?
I can't tell you.
2004. So and it's 80 years, Annie says. So 2004 is when we met. We were friends. We had the same friend group, and so we've known each other for 18 years, been married for 8 in this past month on a Disney World trip was our
anniversary trip. So yeah, cool. I asked Tyler, did you want this to be a Q&A? Like, do you want me to prep the questions for you, or do you want to go in blind? And he said that he wanted to go in blind. So he has not seen these questions. I have combined a lot of similar-ish questions, so I'm not super repetitive. Let me pull them up. Daddy with the Celsius. So the first question, is Tyler a Disney fan or just Disney tolerant?
Disney tolerant.
Okay. Does Tyler feel, and it's like a combination question with that, does Tyler ever feel sad when you guys are at Disney?
I miss them. Never sad, because I usually plan a fishing trip or something around their vacation down there.
Yep. So, like, for example, we leave technically next week, like in a week and a half. He every year goes to Michigan with his dad and his brother. And like, if you all watch the fishing excursion video, I know I mentioned like Tyler fishes and he's like really, really good at it. But like back in the prime days, like Tyler was really, really good at fishing, like specifically bass fishing. He fished for all during college. He grew up fishing, but he's won some really good tournaments. And he was on, I don't know, that TV show, something, what was it, NBC or was it ESPN or what was it?
I've been on them all.
Okay, he's been on them all. So he was pretty daggone good back in his prime. So he's not just like your regular like Kentucky guy who loves to fish. He actually has plenty of awards to back that up. So just a little thing that you didn't maybe know about Tyler. But yeah, he's going fishing next week with his dad, and then we depart the same day. So he'll be getting on the road at 4 a.m. and Annie and I will be flying out at 12:30 p.m. that day. So yeah. Will Tyler be on more vlogs? And if not, why not?
Money issues. Yeah. Gotta work to pay the bills.
Money issues as in Tyler has a hobby. Many normal people, they like to collect, I don't know, like tools. Like that would be a really good guy thing to collect. I don't know, that you have deers, like they collect deers like in your family, but Tyler's deer heads.
They hunt.
You collect the deer head
Don't
things.
collect those.
Tyler loves, actually, okay, so this is going to be one of those examples where he and I balance each other out. He is really, really good at finances and the stock market and saving, and he does not do impulse purchases. Like he's very, very talented at that. And he's constantly thinking about saving for our future and generational wealth and all that stuff. So I know in the past, yes, I know in the past, we've talked about like getting debt free. This is the year that we're going to be getting debt free, so minus our mortgage. A lot of people are like, how are you doing that while maintaining your lifestyle? But one of those reasons would be because of Tyler. Like he's very, very level-headed, and he is just really talented at stuff like that. So when he says money issues, I am the money issues. I am that. I am the whole problem. But I do work hard. I mean, obviously I have 2 full-time jobs. He has a full-time job.
I mean, if I didn't have to have a full-time job, sure, I would be in more vlogs.
Yeah. So you heard that, folks. If he didn't have to work full-time, then he would be in more vlogs, which is my long-term goal. Like maybe that'll be what 5-year goal looks like, is both of us being retired and we do nothing but just travel and vlog and have family time together. But realistically, we both have to work right now. Because life requires money.
I'll put my PayPal and Cash App link below.
That's good. That was a good one. Me too. Okay, so that kind of goes into the next question. Would Tyler ever consider going full-time YouTube with you?
Yeah, if money wasn't an option, sure.
Yeah. And I think he's more adventurous too. Like, obviously, he is about tired of Disney. I think we've made that clear with the last series of like, let's be honest, like, we're not trying to convince everybody that Disney is the best. What our job is to show that Disney can be something for family time, intentional time. And we did Disney with Tyler, who's feels like he's done majority of everything and he is kind of burnt out. So you can still do Disney and still have fun as a family. And we've changed how we do Disney a lot too. So like this past trip, I feel like it was a lot less stressful, a lot more go with the flow, because that's more so your type, right?
Yeah, just no plans.
Yeah.
Whatsoever.
Yeah. So there is a perk with that too, because where Annie and I go so often, we don't necessarily need a plan. So that is with a grain of salt. But again, Disney is for so many different types of families. Disney is for different types of vacation styles. And so if you do have a husband, or your dad is going, or like any person in your life that's like, I don't really like Disney, but I'm going to go because of family time, intentional time, etc., then that series probably is going to be really great for you. Because we're doing this Q&A, that means that series has just wrapped up. So make sure that you go to that playlist and check out those videos, because we tried to do a lot of things for first time, and Tyler actually challenged me a lot on food reviews and brought different perspectives so I can also bring to you guys. But adventurous, back to that, what I was saying is like being adventurous. Like Tyler really wants to go to Japan for fishing too, but obviously we would love to go around Disneyland there, go to the different Disney parks, but not just limited to Disney. I would love to go to Europe and just kind of travel with our family and experience and learn new things. I think the best part of homeschooling is Annie is able to get firsthand experiences. And for that example, I will use like when we were in Hawaii last year, she was able to get the firsthand perspective of generational perspective of the World War era. And I thought it was really nice to have that, even just me learning that part and that perspective too. So the best way to learn, I think, is for experience for our family. And so I would love to kind of go to the historical places and be able to experience that as a family. But September, we're not going to Disney World. If you all didn't know, we are going back to Hawaii, and that is going to be more so like adventurous. That's our goal. It's going to be for Annie's 6th birthday and Tyler's 39th.
It's not for me.
It's just the excuse that I can say, hey, this is for your birthday, and then I get to reap the benefits. That's really all it is, honestly. How proud are you of Andrea and Annie? They bring so much joy to people.
Very. I enjoy the comments that you all leave, and really makes both of them happy.
Yeah, it does. And then even like with Annie's channel expanding, she just hit 500 subscribers yesterday. I would imagine with her trending, she would be monetized within the next month or so. And with his financial expertise, we even talked about even what we're going to even do with that to prepare for her future as well. But nonetheless, I said all that to say, Annie gets beyond excited even for her comments. I get super excited. It brings a sense of purpose to me. Like, I recognize and I know how hard it is to be a mom, and whenever you all interact with me and like message me on Instagram and leave comments, it just makes things a lot more real, especially with this last series where everybody was starting to share their experiences with about Tyler too, about, hey, my husband is not a Disney fan. I'm so glad like you're kind of showing that kind of part of Disney families, or families that want to go to Disney, and not everybody is like super Disney fanatics, and that's okay. So, but yeah, I work really hard. I work around the clock. But it's because of not just a purpose selfishly for our family, but also to help moms. I want them to feel seen. I want them to feel heard. So it's a greater than, I feel like it's more of a calling. It's greater than just me. So yeah, we work very hard. What was Tyler's reaction when you were pregnant, and how did you pick Annie's name? What was your reaction? Because I remember my reaction.
I mean, I felt like I kind of knew it was coming. I don't know. I don't think I really just had one specific reaction. And then we chose her name because my grandmother's name was Anne, and her grandmother's middle name was Jane, so we named her Annie Jane.
Yep, Annie Jane. And I also had that name picked out a really, really long time ago. Like, if you were like an OG follower, you'll have known kind of a little bit of my story about my first cousin who passed away, and that's like a really large part of my testimony. But I remember specifically talking to her about like this name option. And she was like loving it. And so I had that name picked out for a really long time ago. But back to Tyler's reaction, I remember, I think I was like, it was really, really late that we found out that we were pregnant, maybe almost 7 weeks. And I was like, I'm either dying or I'm like really, really sick. And so I took a pregnancy test. Tyler was, not shockingly, on night shift. And it was like 5 a.m. And I took a pregnancy test and it was positive. And you said, what do we do with it? Do you remember that?
The only thing I remember is walking in the bathroom and looking at it, and it was positive.
Yep. To my response, I said, oh, we love it and we take care of it.
Typical me trying to make a joke out of a serious situation.
Yeah. A whole child is on the way and he's out here joking. So, but that's nice though, because he can be lighthearted. We got somebody on the moped on the main highway. It's a dangerous intersection. Very dangerous, Annie says. Oh my God, I have a bug on me, I think. Next question. Has Annie ever asked for a sibling? And are you planning on having more children? Would you like to answer this question?
Yeah, I feel like she has.
Yes, because I want a sister to play with, because Mama keeps on saying that every single day.
Mama decided how many children she wanted. She doesn't get to decide for us. But Annie did say that she would like a sister to play with, but she has Daisy. She has Daisy the cat.
I want 4 sisters.
You want 4 sisters? Too late, sister. Are you planning on having more children?
Definitely not planning, no. I feel like I'm barely struggling to tread above water as it is with one.
Yep.
And working nights and having to transition back to days on my days off. Not easy.
Yeah, it's not easy. I would also add that parents with multiple children, you all are pretty incredible. I also feel the same. I feel like many days that my head is literally just barely above water. And like even yesterday, Tyler was like, hey, do you want to go down to the golf course with Annie and I? Because the golf course like touches the back of our neighborhood. And they like to go back there and look at the little critters that are back there and find golf balls. And I was like, I think you found 3 bunnies and 1 turkey. Yes. And I was like, I think my body is telling me that it's hit its max. Like it can't go any further. I need to lay down. And I rarely ever give myself enough grace to like simply just lay down and chill. So yeah, not in the plan like Tyler said. Now if God was like boop boop doop and gave us another child, absolutely, what a blessing that would be. But it's not in our plans. If it's in God's plans, then he will always have his way, but not on my agenda by any means. This is a good question because you're so good at being this.
This better not be your question.
These are not my questions. I can show you. These are not my questions. I can actually show you the Q&A things that I took screenshots of. Okay, best advice for fellow girl dads.
I don't know. I honestly never saw myself having a girl. Now I can't picture myself having a boy. I don't know. I don't know if I have any advice. Just, I don't know. That was a tough one. That would be one I had to think about.
Yeah. I also agree that I did not, we thought when we were pregnant, it was going to be a boy. And then we were sitting on the couch. It was during the 2020 year, the year of the vid, and we were sitting on the couch. We anticipated sharing it with our families, but we just did it kind of intimately together. And Tyler looked first, and he was like, "Oh my gosh!" So he's a jokester, which you all probably wouldn't know that because you all think that he's like so mysterious. But he was like, "Oh my gosh!" So I thought that he was just getting one over on me of like, oh, it's a boy and haha, just trying to elevate the situation. But no, it was a girl. We were both shocked. And then that's when we chose her name. We're like, oh yeah, Annie Jane, that's her name. But it's like the best. Like I love being a girl mom. And Tyler looks beyond hot in pink. A Cinderella backpack, carrying baby dolls, Annie putting princess tiaras on him. Like, it's really nice being able to see him super tender and sweet and kind. He's come a long way, too, because he grew up in a home with all boys. So, it's very different.
I mean, my mom is not a boy.
Well, obviously, but you had boys everywhere. You had your brother, you had...
Just my brother and my dad.
And, well, your cousins. How have you embraced girl dad life?
That's tough. I don't know. Like, it's no different than, I guess, if I was a boy dad.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, except there's just a lot more pink and Barbies.
Yeah, I still roughhouser, play sports, go fishing. I mean, anything I would do with a boy, I've done with her, basically.
It's true. That's true. So you all do make me nervous whenever you all are not fighting, but like, what did you call it? WrestleMania. God, we're not doing that. What is the Hulk Hogan? Is that a thing? What's his name?
Hulk Hogan?
Yeah.
He was a wrestler.
He was a wrestler. Say, look at me. I'm doing good. Weekend routine. How do you maximize family time while also getting stuff done? I don't know. That's a hard one.
They should just come to the house and see that we don't get stuff done.
We don't. I said, was it Friday?
I was supposed to do laundry this weekend. It's not been touched.
I did one load of laundry, and it's still in the dryer. But the one before that...
Turn the dryer back on to unwrinkle the clothes.
I did.
With the intention, laying in there.
With the intention of folding them. So I turned it back on to be able to fold it. But I will say we're not 7 days out yet from our trip. And so you all know me on the prep and pack with me's. I am really good at one load of laundry the week leading up. I never said that I was good with the laundry all the other days. But yeah, the intention was to fold it, but I've turned the laundry or the dryer on like at least 5 times and it's still in there. As well as the load before that. It's in a basket.
You have to let mommy do it.
What does she need? Oh, she needs charged. Here you go, Ann. Got it? What? This question was funny when I was reading them earlier because it said, what are your family's favorite what are some of your favorite family traditions? And then I think, who was it? It was, oh yeah. They were like, oh, sorry, I don't mean to sound like Olaf because of the Frozen video. You remember that movie? The Family Traditions, Olaf finding the family traditions. That's a good movie.
Watch it like you all do it all the time.
Good. It's a good one. But do we have any family traditions? We always go on a vacation for our anniversary. That's one.
That's another excuse you use to go on a vacation.
It's true. But anything for a tradition. We eat cinnamon rolls on Christmas Eve. I don't think we have any traditions. We just kind of...
hard because our schedules are always different all the time.
I can't see Magic Kingdom from here.
You can see Magic Kingdom from here? I wish. We're in, like, literally... Can you say BFE? Am I allowed to say that?
I mean, you can use the pronunciation, sure. A lot might not know what that even means.
That's fine. That's fair. For those of you guys, we'll leave it in there. We won't edit it out. That's about as crazy as I get. Because some people are like, Andrea,
basically we're in the middle of nowhere.
Literally in the middle of nowhere. Because people will be like, Andrea, do you cuss or do you say bad words? The answer is literally no. So that's about as crazy as it's going to get, folks. Using that acronym. Let's see. What's the next one? Would you ever move to Florida or somewhere closer to Disney?
Oh, yeah, I would definitely agree to that because Florida's way more warmer.
It's true.
It's an Annie questionnaire all of a sudden.
It's an Annie takeover.
Yeah, because I love Tower Terror and Fast Track.
Oh, great. Tyler, would you like to say how many times a week you look at Florida real estate?
Every day, I really do. If money wasn't an option, I would own a second home.
Yeah. I told Tyler that I think that, I don't know how to even say that without sounding like my intention is not to sound condescending, but like, when we got our house, the loan is under just me. But he paid for the down payment. But so I always try to say like, hey, you need to buy the second house and we can be like snowbirds. And then he asked me if I wanted to pay the down payment and I said no. So that's probably more so the holdup is me again. And then I really also wouldn't want to buy a second home down there until I was able to enjoy it. Like to me, my brain, I don't want to buy another home and not be able to live in it. Like our home now, I'm at work more than I am in my own home, I feel like. And so I don't want to buy a second home. And then also, if I'm moving to Florida and being a snowbird, I need to be retired. That's a fact. So
I would be in it once a month. You're down there all the time.
But I like staying on Disney World property too.
Well, you better hope they send a lot of donations.
Now we're taking donations.
You're trying to buy property on Disney.
No, I don't want property on Disney. I would love it. Like, back in the day when we were, young and dumb, I would say, oh, this is foretelling as well. You would make me choose between the beach or Disney World. And you'd be like, Andrea, you have to choose one. And what would we end up doing?
Both.
So yeah, that would be actually a love for both of us, but we also are very close to both sides of our families. And so it would not be a permanent move by any means. But I would dream to be a snowbird. That would be amazing. I just had a friend move down there. I grew up with her. She just moved to the Panhandle, and I literally check her Instagram stories every single day of my life just because, and she's got like a little boy. He's adorable, and she's pregnant with her second little boy. Just going to the beach every day, no big deal. And she's a stay-at-home mom too. So like I told Tyler too, I was like, man, that sounds pretty nice. Like she gets to move and just be a Floridian. That sounds like literal goals. Any Disneyland trips in the future?
I don't know. It seems pretty underwhelming out there.
Ooh, don't offend our friends.
Yeah, I would much rather prefer a different country.
Yeah, Disneyland, we will probably go to Disneyland in another country before we ever go to the one in LA. Would you agree?
Yeah, they all look so much better than the one in LA.
Yep. I would love to experience it, but I will say, without hurting anybody's feelings, I do feel like I am a little underwhelmed. Excited. Like we said that we wanted to go. Which Disneyland did you say that you wanted to go to? Was the one in Hong Kong? Was the one that you wanted to go to, correct?
Yeah, they all look great out there.
Yeah. That's probably factual. We'll probably go out of the country to Disneyland before we go to the one in California. I would prefer to fly over Disneyland, California, and go to Disney's Alani. That would be my preference, and which we are doing in September. This next one, any cruises in the plans? And I will take on this one. So maybe. So I for this one, I need your all's help, and I need to know, like, is this doable? So I have a travel agency that I've been actually working with them for almost actually a year. And they want to sponsor a cruise for us, and then call it like a sail with Andrea, a sail with Busy Mom and the Magic, or a sail with Mobberly's and the Magic, something like that. The logistical part of it, I want to go like in March. And Tyler said that he would go because I would not go on a cruise without him. That's just point blank period. So finding the timeline of that, so that it's a matter of matching up spring breaks with everybody, or should I just like wait till the summer and like we can all go cruise together? It's not necessarily just like you're going to be hanging out with me the whole time, but it would be like more of like a meet and greet. And also I kind of have like imposter syndrome since that was presented as well, of like, who would want to go sailing with me? Like, is there enough of those kind of people? So I don't know. I do need to know like your all's preference. Maybe 10 to 15 families coming out with us to sail with us on a Disney cruise. I don't know, but it is in the talks. But that would be the only way that we would be doing it. We're here. There's Babe, Nana and Poppy's doggy.
Run over.
Don't say that. Babe does need to get out of the way. So maybe we'll see. We're gonna go have some Mother's Day fun, and then we'll chat a little bit more on our way home because we got a few more questions. They hit us up. Where are you going?
It's a bill problem. Mommy, can you push the...
Ready, steady, go.
Woo! Oh my God!
Hold on, sister.
100,000 is smaller than 1 million. Mom, kick the bag. What? Oh! Do it again, Mommy.
My body stream is not what it used to be.
Do it again,
Man is
Mommy.
about to pee, Annie.
Do it.
There we go. There you go. Ta-da! Eddie! Eddie! Hey, you stepped on my hair! Watch, Annie, no hands. Ready?
Oh, that was beautiful. Nice dismount.
27-0.
Neat. Back at it. I'm tired. I'm exhausted. I want a nap and probably won't get one today. We're going to go home. Tyler's got to mow the grass before the storm hits because it looks pretty stormy right now. Anyway, we're going to continue on with some of your all's questions. What are some of your favorite things in the parks? What are my favorite things in the parks? I like the attractions. I don't know. That's really kind of like a hard question because it's about the full experience. What's your favorite, Annie?
My favorite is the treats and the ice cream and the rides and everything.
Yeah. So same thing. It's going to Disney and the parks is a part of like the full experience for us. I can't think of one specific thing that stands out to me of like, oh, this is the best part of the parks. It's really just the experience that I feel is my favorite thing. And of course, being able to have good, fun, intentional time with our family. The next question, which restaurant in Magic Kingdom would you choose for a first birthday celebration? The first one in Magic Kingdom. It kind of depends on what your kid is eating. So with Annie, my goal when Annie was a baby was for her to have 100 foods in before she turned 1, like 100 different foods. And I did do that. So she was a fantastic eater back then, not now. We're going through that whole entire stage currently. But so I guess it just depends on what you feel like. One, are you going to eat for a first birthday for your child? Like, are you going to a restaurant for your child to actually eat for their first birthday? Or are you actually going to a restaurant for the experience for their birthday? If you're going for the experience, it kind of again just depends. So what comes to mind for me is Crystal Palace, where you've got Winnie the Pooh and you got Tigger, Piglet, and Eeyore. I think a 1-year-old would like that. Annie did as well when she was 1. If they're very princessy, then maybe Cinderella's Royal Table, which is very popular, but I don't think that the food is fantastic. Obviously, them being underneath 3, they're going to be able to eat for free, so it's not that big of a deal. But if you're thinking about like a celebratory, and finding some enjoyment in it for your kiddos, I would probably say Crystal Palace is probably your best bet. And then breakfast and dinner there is really yummy. for both, and I can't say that for many other restaurants. A lot of restaurants, I like either one or the other, like the breakfast or the dinner. But also, while I'm talking about food, there are a lot of food reviews coming your way. I'm going to try to do at least 2 food-centered things with going to Disney World for kids, like 2 per trip per series. So if you're not subscribed, make sure you're subscribed. So I don't know, that's not really that good of an answer, but that's what I would say. Are you going after experience, or are you going after them actually potentially eating? That's up to you. Very Merry Christmas Party or Jollywood Nights for a mom's night out? It kind of just depends. So I love Jollywood. A lot of people think that it's not catered towards kids. I find that it is, specifically for our family, because Annie is an attractions girly. She loves attractions and finds a lot of fun attractions in Hollywood Studios versus Magic Kingdom, where you have your classic attractions, but they're kiddie-ish. There's a lot more non-height requirements in Magic Kingdom.
A mom's night out.
Yeah, a mom's night out though, but it just depends on like their experience. Like, what do they want? Do they want the classic experience, or are they wanting like a full adult experience? Like, it just depends.
Night out sounds like no children involved.
Yeah, but if they're in Magic Kingdom, it just depends on the experience. So do they want like a classic Disney experience, and that would be in Magic Kingdom, or would they want an adult's experience? It just depends. A lot of people like Magic Kingdom as a Disney adult, and they can still have fun, or they can have like a party soiree type of deal in Jollywood. That one, again, I'm going to go for, it just depends on what type of experience that you want. I have a friend who went to Jollywood last year as an adult, her and her husband, and they hardly ever rode any attractions at all. They went to like the dance areas, like not the kid party areas, but like there's a soiree type of thing. There was like a Latino dance area there too, and they serve beverages. But again, like if you want to see, like, be a child at heart and without the stresses and the anxieties, and be able to experience the magic of Disney, then you're going to have to go to the Magic Kingdom one. So you're just going to have to decide, what kind of mom's night out do you want? If it was up to me, which I don't go anywhere without Annie, like I don't have mom's night outs just for preference. That's just who I am. I don't leave her. We're in it together. But if I was doing it, I probably would do Jollywood, not because I drink alcohol, but because it's more slow paced. Mickey's Very Merry is like hip and hopping. But just for a random piece of information, I actually prefer, out of all the holiday parties, I prefer Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party over all the parties. I think it's just super fun, no matter if you're adults or going with kids or not. Next question, best Disney restaurant recommendation for a couple without kids. A lot of you guys asking me questions about going to Disney World without kids. That's just not me.
Boathouse.
Okay, so Tyler says the Boathouse. If he was without Annie, he would go to the Boathouse. But we also go to the Boathouse with Annie. Why Boathouse?
Just seems like they've always got a variety of food that we can all choose from.
Yeah, that we can all choose from. Again, another family-friendly place to eat. But they do have fantastic food. I do love the Boathouse. It's a fantastic atmosphere there. The water surrounding you, you're quite literally like they're playing off the Boathouse. And it's in Disney Springs. You can see Saratoga to the right side of the restaurant. I guess somewhere that I've never been would be Victoria and Albert's. Never been there, but that would be like a super fancy dancy type of restaurant.
I wouldn't be a fan.
Tyler would not be a fan.
Saw the food. It's like little tiny portions.
We like to eat.
I would. Yeah,
Be starving.
Yeah.
Where was it that we ate this past trip, and then we were still.
Steakhouse 71.
Oh yeah.
Big letdown.
Yeah, if y'all watched the Magic Kingdom vlog, it was rather a letdown. We like to eat. It wasn't that the food was disgusting
No, I
by
mean,
any means.
it was good steak. We just we've had way better from other restaurants.
Yep. But if you wanted a fancy restaurant and you wanted to leave hungry, that would be a great option. But I ate their cake too, and it was really yummy. But I've also had better as well. So maybe a fancy restaurant if you're wanting to go without kids, maybe a fancy restaurant, but that's not really the vibe of us. If we're going to go without kids, we want to chill. We want to not have the, I don't know, like not a fancy occasion. I don't want to have to dress up or anything like that. Best resorts for a solo female traveler. Any of them? It depends. First thing that I would run through would be solo female traveler. What is your budget? So that's going to put you in a specific category. If you are on a budget and you want to stay deluxe, then you should rent DVC. Make sure to, yes, this is a plug-in. Make sure to use my link and rent some DVC. You can save up to 65% off staying deluxe. And that's how we stay deluxe a lot of the times. But as a female traveler, like I am a person that goes off of vibes. A lot of people are like, why do you change resorts in the middle of your trips? Or why do you not just stay at one resort all the time? Because I love, like, the resorts are just an additional experience to the Disney World vacation. So this next trip, we're going to be staying at Jumbo House in Animal Kingdom Lodge. We've not done that for a year and a half. Very, very excited to stay there. But that's going to be a completely different vibe than staying at, let's say, the Grand Floridian. And they're both deluxe resorts. They're both fantastic. They both have great amenities. But also, like, what vibe are you going after? Polynesian, are you wanting like that beach feel? The Riviera, are you going after transportation because you're going to be going into Hollywood Studios and Epcot? As a solo traveler, it really depends because the resorts are so unique, and what kind of vacation are you wanting to go after? If I'm thinking of, let me think. I'm trying to think of like a relaxing vacation. Like, I do love the Wilderness Lodge. That I do need to put back on the books. And I also, there's an ambulance. I hope everything's okay. I need to get Grand and Wilderness back on the books for this year. I only have October and November that are not booked for the entire year. So I'm not really sure if the travel budget is going to allow for that. We'll see.
We like the yacht.
And I love the yacht club. So if you're wanting like a true vacation feel, I would say probably those: Grand, the yacht, and Wilderness. Specifically the Grand, I just like the peace. Like, I like the background music. It's so beautiful inside. The rooms are peaceful to me. Like, I'm a huge, like, whatever the colors of your bedroom or whatever the colors of your room are is like a peaceful color. So like when we were designing Annie's room, Tyler was like, why don't we just leave the gray in here? And I'm like, no, this is not peaceful. I want more whites and pales. So like kind of that same concept of the Grand Floridian rooms. There's a lot of light colors, the golds, it's warm, every room has like a large glass, essentially wall door. And then you have the yacht club, which speaks to my heart. The yacht or beach, we'll just say that. And then Wilderness, it's just behind. Yeah, somebody graduated college. That's really awesome. The Wilderness, I like the fact that it's so close to the hoopla and you don't even realize it. It's surrounded by Bay Lake. It's truly so beautiful, and it's got like that woodsy feel to it. So yeah, I would say that those are really, really great options. But if you're more on a budget, I would say Caribbean Beach. I do love the Caribbean Beach. That one's a fantastic vacation feel to me. And it's got the transportation. So I would say that if I'm thinking of a value resort, I would say Pop. No, I didn't name every one of them. I know what resorts I don't like.
What?
I don't like Riverside. And the Princess Rooms, I know that's a whole event. Like, people are upset about like the magic is gone, but no offense out there, but like We stayed there once. We spent a lot of money on it per night, which I can't believe that they charged that kind of money for the room to be, quite honestly, to me, gross, outdated. Like the outlets were horrible. I was like that. I was not a fan. So I'm kind of excited to actually try Riverside again. And I didn't have a connection with Riverside. I don't have a connection with Contemporary. I don't get the Disney emotion or the Disney feel there. I think Boardwalk is really beautiful, but I've not stayed there yet either. I would keep on putting resorts ahead of that one too. And we all know the story of my All-Star experience. I'm not saying that I don't stay there anymore. There is one on the books for this year, but if I can stay at Pop or Art of Animation over the All-Star resorts based off of my experience that I had at Music in January, I would. How do you fit regular Disney trips into other financial goals and priorities?
You don't.
I do. I have 2 separate bank accounts. Well, I have 3 actually bank accounts. I have a savings account. I have
Now, finally.
Yes, but I have my normal bank account. I have my YouTube bank account, and then I have a savings account. But until recently, like I shared this on, I don't even know what month it was of my update, that I am getting debt free faster than what was anticipated. So it does free up a lot of money for us. And then as my YouTube channel grows, like I don't think that I need to let it be a secret that, I mean, like Old Key West last trip, that was completely sponsored by DVC Rental Store. That was the first time ever that they had sponsored something. That is a lot of savings and money. So I don't feel like you all should be necessarily comparing your personal lives versus my life, because I do, like I am entering in a lot of partnerships, like Cupshe, that first one, thanks to you guys. Another thing, you all also allow me to have these opportunities because you all are so involved, and you support us, and you watch everything, and you shop my links. Like, this is all because of you guys. I definitely want to acknowledge that, but also you can't also compare our financial situation fairly, because like the Cupshe haul, all of that was free merchandise that they sent me. And then they're getting ready to send me a second haul for like resort wear and a little bit more that's to come. I can't really talk about that contractually. So yeah, YouTube does create a lot of opportunities for our family to, one, make additional income, but also second, like I do get a lot of perks, I would say. No, I'm not saying like not every trip is sponsored. Like this next trip is completely out of my pocket. Like the whole week is I'm renting DVC points. Like I'm personally doing that. They're not putting me up. I use it. I have used them for years. And then the other half of it is coming from me. Like I'm paying for that specifically. But also recognizing that like we both have full-time jobs. And if we didn't do that, then the journey would have never started. So next question, what is next for your family? I don't really know.
They're donating to my links, and I'm going to retire.
Tyler said he's retiring because y'all are donating. But yeah, it's really nothing's much next. Like I am still working hard. You all know the goals that I'm working after. Yeah, it would be amazing to retire Tyler and do all of that. But right now I am doing like a YouTube sprint where I am trying to upload 3 videos a week. And that extra video is extra exhausting, but I'm looking at it more so like an investment into the YouTube channel. So like I said earlier, like I don't want to downplay that you guys are a part of this success and wherever this is going. Like you guys are a part of this journey for sure, and I could not do it without you all. But yeah, we're just kind of taking it day by day, month by month, trying to build connections and try to get better at my craft and try to raise a good child. And I don't know what is next. I don't think we have anything outside of that. Like, everything is pretty much on the screen right now of what's next. So yeah, hopefully, fingers crossed, praying that I get more sleep. That would be cool. My body, letting my body have a nap sometimes. That would be also really neat. But yeah, I don't do also, anybody that knows me really well, or anybody that I've entered partnerships with, or anybody that I have gotten closer to through the internet on Instagram, my goal is to never do this by myself. I've said this the entire time. Like, I know how it feels to start out and not know anything and nobody helping me. Like, I didn't know squat and I had to learn it all by myself. And so with that, I never want another mom to do it by herself. And so as I continue on, I never want to leave anybody behind. I always want to bring moms along with me, especially moms that are trying to find some additional income for their families, or contribute, or find some sort of creative outlet. I was talking to one of my friends the other day, and I was like, I don't think I've talked about this enough, but whenever I was going, after I had Annie, I breastfed until she was like 18 months. And so I didn't realize that postpartum was that long. Like, nobody told me that postpartum was going to go that long. After the fact, I thought like postpartum was just like it started right as soon as you have the baby. But with breastfeeding, it takes a really long time, and you go through it for a long time. And I didn't realize how depressed I was and how hard it was for me. And I was telling my friend, I'm like, literally, YouTube quite literally saved my life for like a year and a half. I had a really hard time postpartum. I wasn't even aware of it. And so creatively, I was able to like set a goal. I was able to be creative. I was able to create intentional time with my daughter, and it truly saved my life. And I was able to, out of that, was able to create a small little corner, a small little community on the internet full of moms. And so I truly mean it whenever I say I never want to leave a mom behind. I want us all to go and grow together. So that's really like the purpose of everything. Like the big goal is, I know I said it earlier on the way to my parents' house, the big goal is not selfishly just for us, but also I want to also help moms along the way as well. And that's the biggest heart of my YouTube channel, and why I try to make connections with people. A lot of people think that I'm crazy whenever I say like, hey, I want to hug people when I see them in the parks, and I want to meet people and be able to actually like not have a screen between us, be able to have a conversation and be able to see you guys, and Annie, be able to meet your kids. Like, that's not weird to me. It makes things more real, that it's not just YouTube and a screen or Instagram talking. It's literally makes things more real life. I hope that makes sense. But I don't know what's next for our family. I guess whatever is next is whatever is next, and we're just going to trust the Lord that we're walking in his fullness and in his promise always, and whatever he has in store for us is what we hope to gain. But yeah, we're almost home. This was a long random, not a long random, it was a long ramble session towards the end. And yeah, thanks for joining us. Anything to say?
Tired.
He's tired. Yes, me too. Welcome to the tired family. We work, and we work. So we will see you all on the next series. I believe the next one is going to be a prep and pack for our May trip. So I'll see you all on that one. And I think it's a prep and pack and then a travel day. We're going to get to it for this month. We'll see you on the next one. Bye.
Do you believe in magic?